today. It's the National Football League. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Mexico City Diablos and the Houston Gunners. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. And we are underway from Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 126 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking to throw. Caught here by Conley. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Once more, Adams on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On third down, Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, Dixon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. On second down now, Dixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets it off to Freeman. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. They'll try the left side. Dixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. And then he curls back inside for the completion.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Freeman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams trying to pick up the late season W, something they've only done twice to this point all year. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. The Lions seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Trevor Lawrence, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Freeman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Adams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harrington. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A run up the middle, Adams, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Gunners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On to give, it's Adams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, this is Adams trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Adams. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Diablos are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. A 10-play drive that time. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Conley's got it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded just inside the 30.
Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll begin here with Adams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, here's Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory.
57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Freeman.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On the handoff, Adams here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Adams. Down at the 25. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Freeman.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A carry for Adams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Adams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Gunners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now out comes Houston. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff. Adams running left. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll run it here with Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 1:14 to go. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Back to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.